I'm really happy to be bringing this video because there were two people who many months ago I had promised this vlog to, but I never got to it. So this is going to be my haircut. I will mention that I do not claim to know how to take care of your hair. I'm not a hairdresser. I am not an aspiring hairdresser. This is something that I've been doing since my teenage years. It's worked fine. Like, I took it there and said I'm going to try to do my own haircut because I kept being so frustrated and disappointed every time I would walk out of the hair salon because people just don't understand how curly hair works. As you can see, mine right now, it's like wet, like damp, not dripping, well, dripping here and there, but not terribly dripping. People think that because my hair looks long right now, that it's okay to be cutting it endlessly. Then when it dries, my hair looks like I am a cremini mushroom. I hate that. The last time I let someone do my haircut was back in November. I made a video about it and I was not entirely happy. Now that it's grown to my desired length, I think I did another haircut around March or April. That's always a time of the year when I do my haircut. So I was trying to correct that this other lady did. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to show you what I do. So first of all, you will need, of course, something to brush your hair with. And remember that when your hair is wet, you shouldn't brush it at all. And this part is dripping. For the sake of keeping it even and, you know, straighten it a bit so you know how it's looking like, if it's even or not. Dripping! I recommend that you do brush it, but very lightly. Yep, nothing broke. And then I use two scissors. Your classic, typical styling one. I don't know what you call it. And then this one. This one has like that going on in the blade. And pretty much what that does is it makes your ends look like they're sticking upward. I don't know what you call that hairstyle, but anyways. So those are the supplies that you need. And my legs are like so soaked right now. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing you do is, if you're blind like me, you take off your glasses and then sort of bring your hair to the front very gently, very kindly, because hair, when it's wet like this, it tends to be pretty fragile, so you don't want to damage it, or you want to keep the damage at a bare minimum. So this is a good way to do it. Now, I always cut my hair in layers. The way I go about it is I part my hair. The way I part it is I start from like right here, and then bring the hair together. You want to get rid of any excess water that may be accumulating at the tips, and oh, look at that. You bring it as close together as you can, and then look for the split ends. It should be easy to tell what the split ends are. It feels like excessively dry hair. And then you just take your scissors, and the part where it kind of curves a bit like that, that's what I like to cut. And then that gives me a good start as to what kind of length I want. And you push some of the extra hair back. Yeah, we can bring this here too. You go at it again. I'm gonna go ahead and do another tiny amount. And remember that we have the other scissor that does our cool ends. You gotta leave some hair. You don't want to cut off all the split ends with your first scissors, because then your hair is gonna be shorter than what you really want. It shouldn't be a dramatic loss of hair, you know? So yeah. And then you wanna sort of like clean your blade a little bit too. And of course, have a trash can in front of you. Feels about right. So let me show you how this scissor works. First of all, that funny blade looking part, that's the top part. So what you do is you pretty much grab wherever it is that you want for that hair to go, and you press on it and sort of like gently slide it down, and then it gets rid of it. Just like that. I love it. That looks about right. So then to make it look like it flows a bit, you want to do a higher cut. to symbolize that we have 2 layers going on. And there we go. Yep, magnificent. I like to do 1 lower layer and then 1 top layer. If I were to straighten it, it would look like I have like a little wave at the bottom. You guys know Eva from Metal Gear Solid 3? That's what my hair would look like if I straightened it. And I love that. Alright, so since we are done with this, what you want to do is grab something to tie it and keep it out of the way. So what I like to do is this right here. So get rid of that, and now we gotta do another parting. Usually I only have to part my hair twice, but since it grew so much, I am going to do 3 layers. I hope that you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, or just enjoying seeing me do something different. But like I said at the beginning, I do not claim to know the right way of taking care of your hair. So here we go again. You want to be real gentle with it, and then get a feel for where the split ends are. On this section, I have to get rid of that much. So I can't see my viewfinder, but I bet that I look so like Sia right now. And she's one of my favorite vocalists. All Sia jokes aside. So you want to start once again with a wee amount. God, this looks so blurry because I don't have my glasses on. Usually I have my glasses on. You go and get rid of that much. And see, one mistake that I know I'm doing while cutting it is I'm supposed to cut it like this. But like I said, I don't have my glasses on, and I don't want to put them on because I did put a wee bit of oil in my hair, and getting rid of oil in your lenses is hell. I'm just trying to take a shortcut right here. And now you just even it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, you guys, try to cut it like that in an upward manner as opposed to this manner. That was me trying to just illustrate what kind of cut I do. But yeah, you're supposed to go upward, and I'm gonna do that sideways, so once again, so that I can see. This is like my initial haircut. Then I'm going to straighten it at some point, and that's what's going to help me determine how uneven it is, or if there are any uneven parts, and then I do another haircut and correct it. But this at least shows you the kind of method that I undergo. Alright, so we have one more round of this, and actually, yeah, this feels like it's still split too, so let me get rid of just a tad bit more. Yep, alright. And really, I think the key to good, healthy hair is for you to be gentle with it. So like, as wrong as I am doing this haircut right now, I'm being very kind, very gentle to it, so it should be just fine. I'll do another wee tiny bit, and that'll put me where I want to be. Yep, bye-bye. This is gonna shed at least 0.2 pounds on me. Just kidding. Have you ever considered that? What if you're actually at a healthy weight, but your hair is long and it makes you be a few pounds than what your real body mass is, you know? Alright, so once again, you want to get this hair out of the way because we're done with it. And it's looking divine and bomb just like mommy. So we shall proceed. Alright, and then here we have this remaining part. Since it's abundant, given my thick hair, I'm going to put this part aside and then just deal with this so that we can guarantee that we have a more even cut. There we go. We start with a little minute amount. Get rid of that and get rid of that. Get a feel for it. Feels a wee bit dry here, so get rid of that. And now we take our special scissors and then you bring them together, and then you want to do, let's do a wee bit at first, and then we do this, let's say about this much. Yeah, gently tug on it. There might be like a knot of some sort there because it feels like it's jammed. All right, there we go. That gets rid of that. All right, so we get another feel for it, and it seems like it's a little uneven, so we're gonna take our regular blade and just, there we go, even it out. Yep, perfect. Untie, join this together, and now we have just our tad bit of hair left. See, I feel like I do a far better job at this when I'm not explaining it to someone, because normally when I do this, I'm not talking and I'm concentrating better, but I feel like while I'm trying to put my sentences together, I'm multitasking, so it looks like I'm doing a lousy job, but I bet you that if you watch me doing this in person, it would look so much better. Because right now, any hair expert that's watching this, they're probably like, girl, you're murdering your hair. But if you get 700 compliments in a day, that means I gotta be doing something right. And my hair is still attached to my scalp, so that means that I gotta be doing something right. Moving on! So here we have our last stretch, and you want to do the same old, same old. This is, of course, the longest portion of the hair, so you have to keep in mind that this has to look longer than the rest of your hair. So at the end, if this for some reason is shorter than, say, the front, we gotta correct that. But I have faith that I have done everything well to where we don't have to resort to that. But sometimes I may get trigger happy with my scissor and be like, you know what, let me just go and do a significantly noticeably shorter length. So but I don't intend to do that today because it took me 6 months to grow my hair to this length. I'm happy with it, so I want to preserve most of the length. I want to say just a tad bit more, and those split ends are gone. Yep. Alright, basically I like to do my haircut only once a year, but now I'm doing it twice a year because some seasons are better than others, and sometimes I feel like my hair suffers a little more from the climate, depending on how much standing outside I do or how much driving I do. So I feel like this haircut was necessary. In fact, this was scheduled for August, but I said I'm gonna let it grow for a little longer just in case during my haircut I make a mistake, I have hair to repair it with. Usually in this last round I only do one cut with that weird scissor, but I'm gonna do two, and I'm gonna do this one at the bottom just cause. Alright, so this is the part where we loosen it and get a feel for it, see if we feel anything weird. It feels great, like I can run my fingers through it and my fingers don't get stuck. So that's how I know that I did what I had to do. And here comes the best part, my favorite part, which is this is close to the end and also is what gives my hair the character and personality that it has. You want to part your hair through the middle just in case you tie your hair or do a hairstyle to where your hair has to be parted on the middle or not parted at all. You don't have to be perfect at it because fortunately for me, my hair is thick and has, you know, it's really long, so you really wouldn't tell anything. But, and this is probably what's gonna make someone out there want to press charges against me, but I like to grab my hair and this piece, go to the middle of it and do like a diagonal cut, because what that does is it makes my hair not look like a sword chopped it. Ugh, I dislike that type of haircut so much. I like for my hair to look like a U whenever my back is turned, not like a straight line. So I'm not trashing anybody who has that haircut, but just know that I don't enjoy what I see too much. And you don't have to enjoy what you see in me, but just so you know, that's me being a hair critic. So you go to the other side, and this is gonna be a little tough, but anyway, and you do sort of the same thing. This is like, don't think about it too much, don't calculate it too much, just be consistent with the thrusting that you have in your scissor, and then it should come out pretty even. So we got that part done, and you bring it together and then you do the rest of your hair. So I only do 2 chunks of my hair, so like the top quarter, the bottom quarter, top quarter, bottom quarter. Here I start a little lower than half of my hair, just because since it's the bottom of it, it really doesn't matter, because the bottom really doesn't get much action. It's the top that gets seen by the public the most. And then we go to this side and same concept. I think this is what makes my hair particularly like different or stand out, that little detail. I started doing that since 2011 and I've loved it. So now you wanna like tilt your head forward and run your fingers through it gently so that any excess hair that did not make it to the trash can and is still lodged in your hair just makes it. And here I am, folks. This is my new hair length and I'm loving it already, because now I will, you know, apply my products to it. It'll look divine and you guys will see me later. I feel more confident already. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoy seeing me do my thing, and that I didn't frighten you too much if you are an expert in hair. Like I said, try this only if you feel confident about it. I feel confident about it. My hair is not damaged in any regrettable way, like normal tears, you know, like normal breakage from, you know, I live an active lifestyle, so stuff happens, and then the weather, and then driving with my window down and getting exposed to all those gases in the environment. So feel free to give this a try. Let me know what you do to your hair, or feel free to send me a video. I would love to see what you do, because maybe you might inspire a style in me. And yeah, in case you're curious how my hair ended, it's now right here. At first it was like down here, so now it's like up here. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon.